cloud, go live. And we are a go, people. Welcome to another episode of the Morsels, Muscles, and Mindsets podcast. We are your host, Melissa, south of the border, Shevchenko. And I am, I'm in Idaho, where it snowed and it's still winter. And I'm looking outside right now. It's beautiful, but I probably won't be able to get on my mountain bike anytime soon because the trails will not be able to be ridden. So there. And then there's Melissa.
In Mexico.
3 margarita lunches.
I don't actually know what the temperature is here, but it's nice. However, at home it is -17. So yeah, I'm kind of happy to be
Oh, Mother Nature, your wry sense of humor will never cease to amaze me.
And
All right, so
since we're live, you can see how brown I am. Just look at the contrast between my skin and skin.
Oh, salt, meat wounds. Oh my God, that was horrible.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
That was very much not the adult in the room.
Oh no, no. So it's you that has to be the adult in the room.
Oh God, we might as well just stop recording right now and call it a day.
Okay.
All right. So we have people, they ask questions of a fitness and nutrition nature. And I told people, hey, submit your questions and I'll answer them. I'll get them answered and by smart people who know more than I do. And I'm going to deem you to be one of those people. So no pressure for you. Now, if it's a hard show, just go to the bar in your hotel and chase it with a margarita and you'll be okay.
Right.
Right? Okay. So we have a question from Missy Crawford, who is one of my favorite human beings. Don't tell her I said that. She is like sarcasm. She wields sarcasm better than Luke Skywalker wields a lightsaber. I mean,
that's perfect for you.
Yeah, she is top notch with the sarcastic nature. Okay, so her question is, my biggest problem is getting enough neat movement throughout the day. I'm great with my daily workouts, but practically sedentary than 23 hours. How do I increase my non-exercise movement in a way that makes sense for life at the office?
Well, I always suggest these little small things that actually make a big difference. Things like parking further away when you get to work, if you go anywhere throughout work, or if you stop anywhere on the way home, parking further away makes a big difference. It's just a little thing, but it adds up. Take the stairs instead of the elevator or the escalator, or if you're using an escalator, don't just stand on it, actually move while you're on it. Other things that I used to do when I worked in an office were things like, I don't know what your office looks like, but were things like taking the bathroom furthest away or going the longer route to the bathroom. When you go to the kitchen, taking the longer route to the kitchen, or taking, if you have more than one kitchen, taking the kitchen further away. Other small things where not just filling up one big water bottle and having it in your office, like actually have a smaller water bottle so you have to go get water more often. You could stand when you're talking on the phone and pace or walk around if that's possible. You could get a standing desk if that's something that's possible for you. Oh, Al, help me out. You must know some answers to this too. There's more. I'm just.
Come on, man. I know you're not a total knucklehead. You have to know something.
Oh, another good one that I use personally, because now I don't work in an office anymore. I work from home. So a lot of times I will implement using the bathroom furthest away. But the other one that I will implement often is like when I'm doing laundry, instead of just taking one giant big bunch of laundry and taking it upstairs, I will make numerous trips with said laundry. Like if I have a bunch of stuff to go in the closet, I might take 2 or 3 items and make 2 or 3 trips out of that. Same thing with other things, like little things like that. They do actually make a big difference. Dancing around the kitchen with your kids or going outside to play with your kids, those all make a big difference. You could take the dog for an extra walk. If you don't drive to work, but you take the bus or something like that, you could get off the bus at the stop before yours. That's another really good one. Mhm. I'm sure there's more. That's all I can think of
Okay,
right off the top of my
then
head.
I'm gonna put one out there.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see what happens with it. At the store, because I've done this. I've done this before, just because I needed to get out of the house and move when it was just horrible outside and cold
Right.
and very non-Mexico-y, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bitter at all, whatever. I would take 2 laps around the store with the shopping cart, right? And then I would get what I want. And then you could also take another lap every time you get something and just push the cart around the store multiple times, take multiple laps. And people look at you like, what are you doing? Ask for help, but you'll get extra movement after you park as far away from the door as you can,
Absolutely.
right? And then maybe carry your groceries instead of pushing them in the cart, so you get loaded carry, maybe?
Yeah, no, that's good. And you know, when you bring your groceries home, instead of trying to take them all in one load, which we always do, all of us do that. You could make more trips back and forth to your vehicle to get your groceries. If
Take
you have stairs in your house, you could make a couple of trips just going up and down the stairs, just as like I'm going to go downstairs, I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to go downstairs, I'm going to go upstairs. Literally, probably takes less than 10 minutes. These
yeah,
things all
that
add up.
I look at the stairs that are sitting in front of my desk here, and like sometimes I hate them with a passion. After my workout Saturday, I didn't like
Yeah.
the stairs at all. And
No.
of course the kids, Dad, can you come up? And I was like, no, come down and carry Daddy upstairs.
Right.
His legs have boo-boos. All right.
We have 4 floors in our house, so there's in
Oh.
my case there's a boatload of floors, so we have the opportunity to use lots of stairs.
Wow, 4 floors? 4 floors and 7 years ago. How about that one for a Valentine's Day thing there? Wow, that was reaching. That was me reaching for humor and comedy that probably
And you
didn't
know,
hit.
I'm going to add one more because I'm thinking now as we're talking, even going for like a 5 to 10 minute walk, or because a lot of people look at being able to go for a walk or run or do cardio as that it has to be done in big stints where it has to be 30 minutes or an hour or I'm not doing it. And sometimes we simply can't fit in 30 minutes or an hour in one stretch. So in the winter, when I'm home and in the winter, if I can't get out for a walk, I will oftentimes take like 10 to 15 minute intervals on my treadmill 2 or 3 times a day just to get that 30 to 40 minutes in. And it's just like 5-10 minutes. Got a small break, you got a small opportunity, or even when you're talking on the phone, you could go down, just hop on the treadmill, or if you have one, or walk around your kitchen or whatever. Those things also make you don't have to do everything in one timed 30 minutes or 60-minute block. It could actually be 3 10-minute intervals throughout the day.
Yeah, and I think people lose sight of that. They think it's got to be a big slog when it's just little consistent habits.
Yes.
That'll make a difference over time. I mean, going for a 5-10 minute walk here and there is not going to get you a gold medal running a marathon, but it's going to keep you moving and you're going to get all of the benefits of walking, which we know are numerous.
Yes.
So just go walk around the house, and that's a good list. I like that. I like that. And I approve of those messages. There you go.
Sure. There we go.
Yeah. What about if you're on vacation, would you from your lounge chair walk to the furthest bar away, or right, or swim?
I would also walk
to the.
I can't swim.
What's that?
I can't swim.
Oh, okay. Stay in Canada.
I also walk to the farthest bathroom away.
Oh, there you go.
I also have not used the elevator except for one time since we've been here and we're on the 6th floor. So these are things that I implement. Kevin and I have not gotten less than 10,000 steps except for one day when he wasn't feeling well. Any day since we've been here.
Does that count going out like dancing and stuff at night too, or no?
Yeah, whatever.
Nice. Giddy up. All right, people, that's a pretty solid list. I like that list. It's a neat list of how to get more movement. Yeah, see what I did there? Pretty good. Okay, my friends. So we now have the answer to how to get more neat movement throughout the day. It's pretty simple. It's not difficult to do. It just takes a little bit of forethought and you can make it happen. All right, cool. Since one of us happens to be out of town at the moment, people have asked me before, I'm going on vacation, a little scared, And what should I do? And I told him, eat everything in sight. And when you're done eating, ask for seconds. And then after seconds, get dessert. And after dessert, go to the midnight buffet. And after the midnight buffet, hit a late night snack. I mean, go nuts. Because vacations are meant to be enjoyed. And my clients would tell me, I had one person go on vacation, they told me, I'm so excited I lost weight. And I was like, that is the biggest fail of anybody I've ever trained in my life, ever. You did vacation wrong. So what do you tell people to stay on track when they go on vacation? Do you say, hey, look, try to make a good choice if you can, or just enjoy and deal with it when you get back?
I say a combination of the two things, because here's what I know from personal experience. I have gone on vacation numerous times before this ever came a lifestyle for me, and I would gain a bunch of weight, and then I would feel like, I'll use the word poo, about myself when I got home. And then it would be a terrible cycle of forget everything while I'm away, gain all the weight, and then go back to, restriction once I got home. So what I teach my clients is what I classify as mindful intention. I give everybody, ultimate approval to enjoy, to do things they enjoy, to eat the things they enjoy. But I also tell people to pay attention to how they want to feel when they come home. And it makes a difference. If you pay attention to not just being extremely full and stuffed and yucky every single time you eat when you're on vacation, you can still really enjoy vacation and come home and feel good about yourself after, and not have to try and take 10 pounds off or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm speaking in terms of fat loss clients because most of my clients are after fat loss. But even healthy living, for me personally, what I teach my clients is that habits and behaviors, mindsets, all matter regardless of where you are. But there's absolutely a balance between enjoyment, which should be had on vacation, obviously, more drinks, more food, more fun stuff, etc. And then paying attention and being mindful with how you want to feel during and when you get home.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. It allows people to go and have fun and enjoy without feeling guilty.
Yeah, like if somebody messaged me and said, hey, Melissa, I'm in a situation where there's donuts and there's drinks and whatever, I would say, enjoy whatever you want to enjoy. One meal, one day, one whatever off plan is not going to make that much of a difference, because it's what you do the majority of the time that matters. Most people only go on vacation for a week or two at a time. Having some enjoyment there is not going to make or break your progress. But I feel like there, especially with, I'll just say this, especially with women, there's a cycle of go hardcore, restrict everything, go ho and, not think about anything when I'm on vacation, and then back to restriction, elimination, everything when I get back. And if we can break that cycle, then we break the diet culture cycle as well. Make sense?
Yes, very much so. Yes. I mean, and on vacation, like when I've gone places, I like to sit and do nothing because I don't do that very often during the week. Right. Yeah. And Jill likes to go. And it's like, oh man, okay, let's go. Yay. But I mean, we end up having fun. We go hikes and that kind of stuff. And then now we got the kids with us and go on hikes and everything else. But if you're on a vacation and let's say you're somewhere where there's water and you can go play in the water, or if you're going on hikes, or I've seen folks rent the tandem bikes. That is a true test of a relationship, by the way, a tandem bicycle and all that kind of thing. If it's an active vacation, you could probably get away with a couple extra calories here and there. Absolutely. If you're somewhere where you're going out and you're dancing all night long till they close the place down, that's still activity.
That's right.
It's still activity. So, you can still get away with quite a bit.
The good thing about vacation, especially if you're more active and you're not somebody who likes to laze around and just sit around when you're on vacation, that will ultimately balance it out anyway. When you're moving more, and that's why the client that you said likely lost weight on vacation, because she moved so much while she was on vacation.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I like to do the mindful intention with obviously enjoyment too. So like I still have alcohol while I'm here. I'll still have, treats that I wouldn't normally have at home, or at least not have as often as I'm having here. But there's a balance to be had, of course, in my mind, because I like to feel good. I don't want to be all the time going around feeling stuffed and yucky. And I'm
Yeah.
honestly, myself and my husband are complete opposite, because I'm not a foodie and he's a huge foodie. So like really, whatever, it's just food to me. But Kevin loves,
Yeah.
loves
Well, good on him. Good on him. Tell him that's what Eyes appreciates about him.
right.
Yeah, I love food. I really do. That's one of the main reasons I exercise, is to support my food habit. Oh.
All right. So yeah,
On vacation, like I'll take stuff if we're not going very far or whatever. Like I'll take either some suspension straps or some bands or something if I don't have access to a gym. And if I do, I'll just go to a gym because it's kind of cool to be in a new environment too.
it is. Yeah.
When even if you're doing the same thing in a new environment, it's still new. It's still kind of fun.
So cool.
And
Yeah.
it's kind of like an adventure and everything else. So I try to stay on target. So I guess, yeah, stay on target, people. There you go.
Some of the little things that I can give as tips that I personally do and that I teach my clients to do are, I teach my clients to set themselves up with, what are you willing to show up for? What are you hoping you will show up for that's realistic, that doesn't create a ton of resistance from you, you're not going to do, but instead set small minimum promises that you will show up for, bare ass minimums as we call them, and set a list of those. Could it just be 2 or 3 things? And then those things that you set should be realistic, but they should be also things that there's no holds barred, unless you're sick or something, that you're not going to show up for those things. Could be as simple as drinking water, getting a certain amount of steps, having vegetables with a couple of meals throughout the day, or something like that. And then other things that I teach my clients are like mindsets of restraint versus restriction. So there's going on vacation and there's not enjoying anything because you have all this fear around food and the fact that you're going to gain weight. And then there's being mindful around how you want to feel and practicing some restraint if you know that this thing isn't something that you really truly love or even really want. You can waste your calories on a bunch of stuff that you don't really enjoy, or you can have a really good time with the stuff you really do enjoy. Those are a couple of mindsets that I teach my clients.
Nice. All right. Well, there you have it, people. Go on vacation, enjoy yourself, have a good time, and come home, get back on the horse, do it again so you can go on vacation and have more fun. So there. All right, Melissa, if people wanted to get a hold of you, how are they going to find you on the interwebs?
They can find me on Facebook at Fit Girls Rock. They can find me in my free community. It's called Fit Girls Rock Building Badasses. And they can find me on IG at fitgirlsrock.melissa.
Nice. You can find me. Well, I'm glad you asked, my friend. You can find me at Do You Integrate across the board. I've got my free group, the Sarcastically Fit Caffeine Cave. Come for the fitness information, stay for the coffee memes, which have been on point the last week. They've been on point. Like, I'm so happy when I read them. Like, oh my God, you people are amazing. You might have a problem with coffee, but I respect it. And integratefitness.com, go to my blog, read, and be more informed. Like, share, and subscribe to the show. And I got nothing else, which is really weird because I talk a lot. All right, people, have an absolutely amazing day. We will see you next time.
See you next time.